Have you ever felt like your effort is useless? You work, you grind, you push, and nothing seems to change. You look at the mountain in front of you and wonder, what's the point? If that's you, listen closely, because the story of a stonecutter may be exactly what you need to hear this Monday morning. In a small village, there lived a stonecutter. Every day he walked to the edge of the mountains, carrying his hammer and chisel. His job was simple but heavy: break large stones into smaller pieces that could be used for building homes, temples, and bridges. At first he was excited. He believed that hard work would pay off quickly. So with energy in his arms and hope in his heart, he struck the rock. Bang! Bang, bang! The sound echoed through the valley. But the rock didn't move. It didn't crack. It didn't even show a scratch. The stonecutter frowned, but he kept striking. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Still, the rock remained whole. The villagers began to laugh at him. Why waste your time? That stone is too big, too strong. You'll never break it. The stonecutter tried to ignore them, but their voices echoed in his mind. He began to doubt himself. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe I should give up and find an easier job. Every morning he dragged himself to the rock. Every evening he returned home exhausted, with nothing to show. His hands blistered, his back ached. His heart grew heavy. At night he lay awake, staring at the ceiling. He wondered, what if all this effort is pointless? What if nothing will ever change? One afternoon, another villager passed by. He said, why keep hitting that rock? Look at me. I found an easier way to make money. No struggle, no wasted effort. You should do the same. The stonecutter considered it. He imagined a life without the hammer, without the endless noise of steel against stone, without the humiliation of failure. For a moment, quitting seemed sweet. But then he remembered his dream. He remembered why he started. He didn't want an easy life. He wanted a meaningful one, and meaning requires persistence. So the next morning, even though his arms shook with fatigue, he picked up his hammer again. Bang, bang, bang. Still, the rock refused to break. Years passed. The stonecutter had struck that rock thousands of times. But one day, something different happened. He lifted his hammer, brought it down with all the strength he had left. Crack! The sound was louder than before. He stepped back in shock. A thin line stretched across the surface of the rock. For the first time, he saw a crack. Encouraged, he struck again. Crack! The crack widened. He struck again and again, until with a thunderous sound, the massive stone split apart. The villagers gasped. They rushed to see the broken stone. Unbelievable, they said. That last strike did it. But the old stonecutter smiled. No, he whispered. It wasn't the last strike. It was all the strikes before. Every swing mattered. Every hit weakened the rock. You just couldn't see it. Life is exactly the same. You work hard, but it feels like nothing is happening. You build, you try, you sacrifice, but there's no progress. People laugh. You doubt yourself. But here's the truth. Every effort counts, even when you cannot see it. Every small action builds pressure, builds momentum, builds roots. Your dream is like that rock. Your effort is like the hammer. It may take hundreds of strikes, thousands, but each one brings you closer to the breakthrough. The problem is not that success doesn't come. The problem is that too many people quit after strike number 99, not realizing strike number 100 would have cracked the stone. The stonecutter became known in the village as the man who never gave up. He taught others his lesson. Don't measure progress only by what your eyes can see. Measure it by what your persistence is building. Even in silence, even in hidden places, change is happening. People listened. Some returned to their fields, their shops, their studies, with renewed strength. They realized that their failures weren't wasted effort. They were hidden progress. So if you feel tired this Monday, if you feel like giving up, remember the stonecutter. Every strike mattered, every effort counted. The breakthrough came not because of one final blow, but because he never quit. Your dream may feel heavy. Your progress may feel invisible, but don't walk away. Your breakthrough may be one more strike away. This is Rise Within. If this story touched you, share it with someone who is about to quit, and follow our Rise Within 07 for more motivational stories that remind you. Success is built one strike at a time.